What y'all doing? No! The Cotton Bowl? Is somebody in the playoffs? Did they send me to run any day? That guy did all the time. I like that.
From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Offense set on first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And they'll stop him after a middle pickup. Well, guys, bowl season is here. Always fun to get these non-traditional matchups that you don't see regularly. What do you guys remember about playing in a bowl?
I think you remember all the moments throughout the season and throughout your career, and then it's the last time that you ever get these group of individuals together. You say goodbye to so many people, and it's kind of bittersweet, but always fun, Jesse, to dance with your boys one last time. But another thing, too, I love the swag bags, personally. I love getting the gifts.
Yeah, I mean, to me, David, really, it was thinking about the tradition and history of these bowl games. I think that's one of the best things about college football. We're in an era today where bowl games don't matter as much as they did back when you and I played, but it was special to take the field with your guys one more time, but playing in games that had so much history.
Back to pass, it's Reed. And the
Dang it,
defense
man.
gets to the quarterback. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Dang it, I forgot I changed my defense.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Looking for room. It's Scatterbo. Into the pile. Maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run play action. Looking for a deep man. And it's picked off. Bringing it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, after watching that interception, I just wonder if this kid's too amped up tonight. He was so excited to take the field. He thought this was going to be a game that he could stat it up. He's going to have to do a better job tonight with his decision-making. That is not how you want to start a game.
He spins that thing down the
Really?
Fires the pass.
Please, I need to
Intercepted.
fix it, bro.
And he's wrapped up after a
You cannot throw
solid
the ball
return on
like
the
that.
pick.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive play?
There wasn't a tight window.
Unbelievable interception. Forcing a
That's just
turnover. Big play, big
Throw them
momentum.
passes.
He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
Well, the offense is running towards the open grass, right? They're going toss play to the field, but way too much penetration defensively, forcing that tackle for loss.
Lets it fly.
Wow.
It's complete. A huge pickup. Can anyone catch him? And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And I think sometimes QBs know before the snap who they're going to. You can tell he looks to the right immediately, knows his guy's going towards the middle of the field, reads the safety, put the ball on the money, over the linebackers, away from the safety, gets the big catch, and he walks into the end zone for a touchdown.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Off play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup
so hard.
Third down.
No reason at all.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on.
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now, guys. Of course, we're only in the first quarter. This guy's already thrown one pick. He should have thrown his second right there.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Short fields make successful offenses just what they want here. Give to the running back. And that's a live ball. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back to its own. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. Back to throw, it's Reed. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And here's the third interception of the night.
Crazy work, bro.
Dude, 2 drives, 2 INTs. I don't know who the backup quarterback is, but I might start thinking about doing something. Goodness gracious, keep turning the football over. Can't do it. Can't put your defense in a bad spot time after time.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. David, given the fact that you are a devoted helmet head, I'm not sure that you're aware there are a lot of other festivities around the bowl game. Did you ever experience any of that? Going to take a shot at this, DB.
I don't get it.
Makes the grab on the right. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, Texas.
Yeah,
and
my
once
team
he
looks
found
terrible.
daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Shit ain't gonna work for me. It's not gonna work. I got my defense looking PM. No. Offense not explosive, but no. We're going my team. I don't know. We're gonna go defense, special team, strategies. Go Liberty. Garbage.
The 49ers will get us started with the opening kickoff.
Charlotte. Come on, Cameron.
He'll bring it out. It's Cameron. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Back to throw, it's Reed. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the 49ers come to the line in the hurry-up. On second down, he's looking downfield. He'll turn it loose out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense.
Snags it inside the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The 49ers will try to move the chains on 4th down. They'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's 4th down. Like, 4th down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. 1st down, 2nd down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after the 10-yard gain. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Trying to get to it.
God damn.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Brings up third down.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. On the option. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. Try to get it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. And the 49ers moving quickly to the line. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin cycle. My goodness. The 49ers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Buys a little time. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there.
This quarterback, man, is scary fast. I think sometimes he's too fast. I think on a play like that, sometimes when you're on the run, you just want to sort of settle yourself a little bit, get your feet under you so you can make a more accurate throw.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The option look. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He wants it all. Throw to the end zone. Picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams, and especially for offenses. If you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They're bringing heat. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Charlotte will send the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Oh, what a grab by the defense.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Off play action on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you set up with
Well, my other two dogs. Oh, or the other one. Thank you, Bella. What you doing? Who told you to go upstairs?
And the Wolverines will kick it away to start. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cooper. Rolling the dice to bring it out in the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. First down here for the offense. They'll run the option. Now the pitch. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. Finds his tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
You've got a third and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Throws to the wideout. The receiver was doubled and they picked it off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
On first down, here comes this offense.
You got Reed too.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion.
Green Bay.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. They finally get him on the ground with a big running play, moves the change for the first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
It is good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with that.
He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
This game starts to piss me off, bro.
Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this route.
He's open on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play. And you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass.
That's my fault.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo. 2nd and 10. He'll throw again.
I'll take that line to get rid of a ball, bro.
And they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free from a fumble.
It doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Reed. Fires to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Jordan. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. He unleashes a long one. Oh, picked off. takes it the other way. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick six, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can back the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
He just refused to go down. Did you see him break all those tackles? That was unbelievable. You saw the power and the speed, but also just the will and desire to make those guys miss. That's impressive.
Looking to the big tight end.
Stop selling me, bro. God damn.
Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same
I'll make shit harder than it have to be.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Dropping back, it's Reed. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Looking for space, it's Jordan. The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tries to take the top off. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Wow, that quarterback is lucky there. If you're going to take a chance like that on 3rd down in your end of the field, you better be right, because that should have been picked and returned for a touchdown.
He's going for the big play. And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And what an awesome response from the defense. You give up a huge play the play before, and what do you come back? You come back and you get pressure on the quarterback, and you get him on the ground before he can make another big play.
Gets it out fast. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
He got it. And with that, they've taken the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field, find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. And this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
That's caught. It's Cooper.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
3rd and short now from their own 48. To the air. It's Reed. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sideline to be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Wolverines will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner will be knocked down. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. And the Canes will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Lacy. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
On the option. He'll toss it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. Just trucks through it. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. On the ground. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2.
And just a great job on the defense being stingy, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuffing the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Still on the 2-yard line after the incompletion. It's 3rd and goal. Tripped up for the tackle.
And this is tough. Second half of the game, you're down by 3. You know a field goal is going to tie it, but this is a golden opportunity here, David, to take the lead. I think I'm going for the touchdown.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover 1, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll leave it with him. And the Wolverines get it past the sticks.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. And he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. From the gun, running back on the move. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Dropping back, it's Jordan. He's got his man. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Not much there on the line. He gets 1 to the 31.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense. Stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
3rd and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you're used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that plane.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. A really good return after the interception puts them in business at the 29.
And that just kind of caps off this day. It's been a day with not a lot of rhythm, not a lot of timing, not a lot of guys on the same page, and they weren't right there, and the quarterback throws an INT, and this one is not looking good.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
And they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a 1st down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They'll go right back to him and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Completes it in the middle. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Going to the run, it's Jordan. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense.
It's crazy.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Ayuk. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cooper. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play.
Drops the ball. Man, I got to politics so hard, bro.
Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays through the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Fires left. Wide open downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. In that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback will take a knee. The defense can stop it one more time, but we are close to being all she wrote. Bad offense, good defense, no scoring. That's pretty much what we had in this one as they come up short in a bit of a slogfest.
Yeah, and most of the time in college football, it's the opposite, right? You know, defense optional. Offense scores so many points. This one, back and forth. Offense is struggling, trying to make plays. Defense has put on a great effort.
And a lot of issues for this offense in this game today, obviously, and I think the coaching staff now really needs to take a look at how they're game planning and how they're going to give their players an opportunity to have success. It may be time now to start changing some things up a little bit.
That's going to do it for us from here for Jesse Palmer.
Take a rest on this shit. This shit pissed me